小王，进来一下。马上告诉 ETS 总部，本周日关于他们所谓的侵权事件，我会亲自和他们商谈。
好的。
Hello, ETS headquarters. Can I help you?
Hello, this is new orientation company, and we will have an appointment on Sundays afternoon. We want to check the schedule.
Okay, let's see. 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, fine.
Thank you so much.
怎么会是你？你怎么从美国回来了？离婚协议都弄好了？
别跟我说这些没用的，别忘了当初是咱俩一起创办的新东方，现在出了这么大的事儿，你就想把我撇在一边？你不是一直想去美国吗？
Hello, Mr. Bernard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
This
you.
is my partner and my wife.
Oh, okay. My pleasure. Oh, now have a seat, please.
Okay, thank you. This is my business card.
Miss Chen? Oh, yes. I have heard about you.
Mr. Bernard, you claim that our tutorial material gives Chinese students unfair advantage. Can you define what do you mean by unfair advantage?
You should know better than I do. We will go to that later. Right now, I want you to admit the unauthorized use of the material.
We filed the motion to the courts ordering you cease your infringement and destroy all unauthorized copies with the ES materials. We are seeking 15 million in damages. This figure does not include punitive.
That's ridiculous.
The damages you are seeking will far exceed our total profit. You leave us no choice but go to court.
Please repeat what you just said.
You heard me loud and clear in English.
Okay, I suggest we take a break.
Fine. 我第一次来美国的时候，去在实验室里喂小白鼠，在咖啡厅里端盘子。可是我第二次，我带着我们的事业来美国，我引以为豪的事业。我希望告诉他们，我不是一个 loser。可他们连最基本的尊重也不给，他们翻来覆去查了我1个小时。他们还是以为每一个来美国的人就是想黑下来。我等了6个小时，喝了8杯咖啡。那个时候，我才真正明白，原来我们真的是 too young, too naive。所以我想，只有我们站在纽交所挥锤的那一刻，他们才会真正的看到你，认可你，尊重你。陈冬青，你是对的，我们完全没必要上市。我是为了我自己，对不起。
小俊，等会儿下一场会议，让我们一起去攻陷美国。
Mr. Bernard, it's a gift for you.
Did you go to the Chinatown? Chinese green tea from my hometown. And if the fight breaks out later, I will have something to throw. Oh, you got that joke? For you.
Mr. Bernard, we officially offer a formal apology, acknowledge the commodity copyright infringement and prepare to settle.
But not 15 million. Please, take any clause you want, any clause related to our case.
Clause 11.
The WIPO Copyright and Performances and Phonograms Treaties Implementation Act of 1998 amended Section 101 by adding the definition of Geneva Phonograms Convention. This is because I memorized the entire text on the plane coming here. It's a skill that I mastered when I was 18. For your information, I was only considered middle of my peers. Chinese students are extremely good at taking exams. You can't imagine what they will go through to succeed. You don't understand Chinese culture.
Mr. Bernard, regardless the final ruling, this meeting marks the start of our formal partnership. We hope the ES can enforce this copyright in the Chinese market. We don't like being called thieves. We've come here today hoping to educate you about one thing. China has changed. Unfortunately, you are still stuck in the past.
Miss Meng, may I remind you, Yao Ming is in the NBA.
Because NBA was trying to tap into the Chinese market. China is already the world's largest market for English language education. Today, Chinese students don't expect to stay in America. They want to go home. Yet you are still stuck on whether they cheat on exams.
Mr. Bernard, before we came to the States, we debated whether to list New Orientation on the stock exchange. Now, I've come to a decision. New Orientation's IPO will be officially announced today. More importantly, I'm also doing this for a personal reason. I have a wife who is more brilliant than I will ever be and more deserving of success. But when she came to America, she realized the best man of my generation destroyed her. Mr. Bernard, the playing field has never been even. This is my way of reclaiming my wife's dignity. According to a Chinese proverb, I'm like a 土鳖, a soft shell of turtle, someone afraid to go out and take risks. Now, I'm standing here, terrified even as we speak. But as my wife once said, some things are so important that it forces us to overcome our fears.
这段没有，就像每天吃好饭，阿爷吃喝水了，冰糖葫芦粘路包，小扣柴围解不开，不如一起腌端饭。突然骑着黄鹤楼，前面没吃过包肉，问你昨天没吃过包肉，这次重敬一杯酒。今天没吃过包肉，不但不便宜生活，各种讲究锅包肉。
是在实验室有个小白鼠，在咖啡厅里端咖啡。